Hello, everybody. We are back. Sorry about that. Just wrapping up a few minor details. So there's Patreon, there's media, and there is sub goal. One thing I forgot to mention last time was now I have a DMs class that I'm going to be doing each month towards the beginning of the month. If anybody's interested in signing up for it, it is $10 a month just to be able to access the class. It can help refine skills in dungeon mastering that people might be trying to work on, and it can also lead to them becoming professional DMs either for the community or for themselves as well. We do have different classes for all of that as well, so if anybody is interested, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Party.
People?
Yes. Lucian messages everybody and tells them 7 days.
Do I see a well?
You do. No, you're sitting right next to him.
Oh. I was gonna say that got dark.
Sorry, y'all. I'm just looking where the cat is hiding behind the curtain and peeked out at me.
Aw, she wants more love.
No, the cat scared her from coming up from behind.
More love, and she would never be scared.
Goodness.
So I'm going to use part of these 7 days to set up a little contingency plan in the what used to be Imperial's gravesite. I'm going to put a clone with a copy of my spellbook in there.
You're copying your spellbook?
Well, I have.
Do you know how expensive that is?
Well, most of my spellbook are because I got that enduring spellbook.
Yeah.
And so all of my low-level spells were already in there, so I'm going to copy over the better ones.
It's 50 GP per level of the spell.
Actually, when it's your spellbook, it's only 10.
Oh, that's a lot cheaper, so go ahead and do that math.
Wait, Lucian, before you...
I did that math. It's like, to do the spells that I don't already have in there, I think it's, somewhere... Let me find my sheet that I was playing around with.
It's many golds.
How many spells, or how many spell levels?
Important higher level ones. I don't need every spell.
Not alarm? Okay.
Yeah.
So
alarm's
okay.
already in there.
How many 9th level spells do you have?
I think 2.
Okay, so that's already 18.
Yeah.
Lucian, can I borrow 50 gold?
For this? Hell no.
Where the hell did I write that? Well, anyway, I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,100 gold or something like that.
Lucian, Iblis is currently pulling on your robes, begging for change.
Please borrow 50 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
So
you.
you have... Okay, so you have 110 levels worth of spells that you need to copy over.
Damn it. I wrote this down.
Hey, can I have this book back?
It'll be 25 gold. You're muted too.
What?
Iblis.
Iblis is being weird.
But you pay, don't you? Just like every iPhone user in the world. As angry as you get, you pay.
18 gold. That was the deal.
25.
What?
We
It's
know
not
you.
even-
They point to your face on the wall. We know you.
Give me a pair of bugs and we'll call it even.
3 seasons ago.
1.
3 season bugs.
Summer. No, because I had 2 seasons ago. Summer.
Last year's summers.
I will say 30 gold. No, I will say 26 gold if you give me this summer.
Roll persuasion.
26 gold. Wow. Okay.
It's a shame you don't have Imperial as a wingman. Like, why did you drag me into this?
Oh god, she's doing real good.
Do you want me to get my manager?
Okay, 30.
25 gold for the straight exchange.
30 for the summer Uggs.
Of
Bugs.
last year.
This year. What that's a fair price.
Am I there?
I
Or-
assume you're copying things into your book for 116 hours.
No, yeah, I was just curious.
Jesus.
Wizards, man.
Actually, 110.
It's over 7 days. I only need to sleep 4 hours a day.
Yeah, that means you're spoken for most of those days.
Well, that's why I said it right away before I was like, I'm gonna do this and that and the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Your best
just
customer.
about 5 days, actually. If you don't sleep.
Yeah.
I only
That's-
need 4 hours of sleep.
There's 140 available hours between sleeping and doing that. So that leaves you with an extra... Wait, how does math work?
Sometimes 4 is 28. So, it
So
leaves
you
him
have
with-
24 available hours to do something other than writing in a book.
All right. This is important.
Yeah, it totally is. But what Iblis is doing is trying to get away with free merchandise.
What? 30 gold for literally last season's shoes
But you're one of the heroes of
And the
Orient.
book.
Come on, play it up.
and the book.
Yeah, and the book.
I'm the best customer here.
That is very true.
Only customer there.
If I stop showing up, I am positive it will go under.
You've threatened this about 6 times in the past year.
And I've continued to show up because my threats were well received.
They were not. Do you want them or not?
Yeah, 30 gold.
35.
Oh well, Lucian has money. There we go.
You get the book back, and you get this season's summer edition bugs.
Going in the
They're
collection.
bugs with toes open toed.
I love them.
Sandal bugs.
So your feet will sweat through the opening gap.
Sandal bugs.
Okay.
I'm
Gonna
about to
go-
rip my eyes out.
I'm gonna look under the soul.
Roll a d100.
God. RD100.
Natural 1.
I'm getting better at these. low
You're
numbers.
getting closer. This time it does have a ticket, but it's not the golden ticket.
Wait, it had a ticket.
Yeah, 50% off your next purchase of a new edition and year's bugs.
It will be back.
It's a 50% off coupon.
It's called the Iron Ticket.
50% off bugs.
The
Oh,
important
why you're
things.
the only one who will get this invested in bugs.
Okay, I'm heading back to Lucifon and handing them a pair of shoes with toes
Why?
for our friendship and to go meet a queen in style.
I will not wear these.
It would make me very happy if you did.
Roll persuasion. I'll give you an opportunity, but
I
remember
will
he is
use
a
my
very...
game inspiration to get Lucifon to wear bugs to meet a god.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear God. I repeat my previous statement.
Oh fuck yeah. Mm.
Solid. 2020.
He glares at you, and I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Worth. Fuck, damn, Lacey. I mean, Iblis.
You feel the aura of this individual wash over you in an incredibly hostile manner, but you just smile through it, even though you secretly want to shit your pants. He takes off his boots. He has perfectly pedicured feet. And
Let me guess
puts
that.
the bugs on.
Let's go
They're
see.
They're
Queen.
small.
No, don't worry. They fit. They formed a feet. Yeah.
You
They all
look down
fit
at his shoe
eventually.
size 15 foot.
It's a thought that counts, right? Don't worry. You won't have to wear them for long.
They'll be
Just until we-
destroyed shortly.
That's not very nice.
He stands and begins walking lopsidedly with them. These are way too small for him. His feet are
So,
like ripping through.
Are we ever gonna get brought back?
Yeah. Did they ever come back? I want others to see this.
Well, you said you're doing this closer to the beginning of the 7 days, so not yet.
Shit. Okay. Let's go see a Kui.
Alrighty.
Hand to someone else.
He waves the blade, and the two of you step through and begin floating on top of clouds. Where the fuck are we?
I don't know. You brought me here. Mika?
You see a
Hey,
tiny blue-faced elf look over and go, Iblis?
Yeah. This guy brought
Hey!
the casino.
His eyes go wide when he sees Lucifon. What? Are we under attack?
Not yet. So we need to talk to a Kui.
Why?
Nobu, Soul, getting it back, you know.
I can talk to her on your behalf?
I don't think that's gonna work.
No.
You see, we need serious business. I'm gonna look down at my shoes and his.
His eyes are bugged out, pun intended, as he's looking down, trying to stifle a laugh. And Lucifon steps over, being a whole head taller and glaring down at him.
I think you should just take us to a Kui. Mika,
No.
you're my friend.
No.
And this
Yeah.
is my friend.
Yeah, let's start going. And he begins walking. He does wave his hands and summon his giant crossbow, just to feel a little safer.
That probably won't help you.
You walk across the clouds until you make it over to a familiar... Oh, wait, you weren't here back when they had to regenerate, Sobek's arms? Yeah, Sobek's arms.
Yes.
I was not.
To a very large-looking, beautiful sky temple. And as you step inside, you see it is filled with something that you are familiar with, as Imperial and Lucian both have one. These incredibly soft pillows for sitting.
Oh, I have one too.
How'd you get one?
The Holland's house.
Oh, yeah. These are nicer than Holland's.
What?
Far nicer. Yeah.
Probably gotta take one.
Holland would not stand for it.
You scoot one up, hold it against you.
He'd sit for it.
Can I keep this, Mika?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? You walk through, and he gestures over towards the large mermaid-like individual who is seated upon a large pool of water and is currently weaving some type of thread. As she looks over, Lucifon, I did not expect to see you. Why are you here? This noble person's soul. I need all the fragments. What for? My business. I'm sorry, but his soul is fragmented in a way that it is near impossible to bring back together. Yeah, I know. So give me it. I cannot simply give you something that somebody willingly gave to me for safekeeping and guard. Lucifon begins taking out his swords.
We have the rest of the soul.
Why? Are you trying to disturb his eternal rest?
I mean, he seemed like he wanted his soul back, and I feel like it's more disturbing when you don't have a soul during the eternal rest.
So you're trying to allow him to rebuild himself despite his mistakes and shortcomings. Lucifan's still pulling out his swords and placing them down around him.
I mean, I feel like everyone makes mistakes. Like, I mean, we could go back in history on this one, like the dragons and the primordials before that, or even me, myself, and Lucifon here for making this deal with me. But people make mistakes is the point I'm getting at, and sometimes you should be able to forgive those mistakes to do the right thing, which it hasn't seemed like anyone's been doing the right thing for a long time.
Roll persuasion.
Not good at that. Why is Lacey's talking to people?
That's an inch.
Okay, I gotta say one thing first. Gotta love the fact that, like Wyatt, uses his DM inspiration not for plot-driven items. No, to convince this guy who really hates her at this point.
That was plot driven.
Oh,
It will be. It will be.
It's important.
It's gonna go down in history books.
That is headcanon right there. That shows the commitment to the bugs.
made myself a tail.
I can't believe it. I gotta say, that's really good for her.
That is.
Like
That
anything.
is. That is. Akui looks at you. I will not give you his soul fragment, but I will put it back where it belongs. If he chooses to come back, he will do it. If you wish for him to have a higher chance of reviving, bring his body here, and I will soak him in my pool.
Shit, I forgot to grab the body, didn't I? At least upon how many
We are
times
not
do we
bringing the
teleport?
body here.
Mika, want to help us out on this?
Mika's just looking between the three of you like, listen, dude, I just like shoot shit and it dies.
Yeah, but she listens to you and
Not as much as you may think.
do it for Nobu.
Akui, if they do not wish to bring the body here, that is their prerogative. Though, his soul will be returned to him. I think that's the best you're probably gonna get. She doesn't really like deals.
How does she have his soul?
Fine by me. Put it back. And he starts taking all his blades again, putting them and sheathing them back.
That's-
And Lucifon, next time you step foot into my domain without permission, I'll tell the clouds to no longer support you. You may want to remember that you lost the privilege of having wings a long time ago. Iblis, with your very high passive, you see his entire body tenses at that statement. And he just keeps walking.
I did not know he had wings. Can I see where the wings used to be?
No, he's wearing full plate mail armor.
Oh.
You step outside. He opens the portal. let's go back.
Let's go. Thank you. And I'm gonna go through the portal.
The bugs are mostly destroyed by this point, and he begins setting up the fragments of souls over towards the body, which is still inside of the Morian estate.
Oh.
Now, 1 week of Imperial and Reagan. Wyatt, do you mind muting yourself? Your computer is
sorry.
Stupid loud. Imperial and Reagan. You have a week together, hanging out, relaxing, getting your shit together, knowing that you have to head back to Morian. Imperial, you have to admit, Reagan's family's estate is actually very nice. Like, Morian estate is ostentatious and sits at the apex of Morian, but her family estate is just something otherworldly. It's closer to that of a grove with a beautiful temple inside of it.
This is a nice place, but I prefer it cracked myself.
Thank you. It was a good place to grow up, and I'm glad that they left it in good condition, at least as close as I remember it. A few more fruit trees, which I don't mind.
Well, it's good that it wasn't in the hands of complete dicks.
Well, it was, but at least treated.
That's the
it
difference.
Well. I hope
getting philosophical about the nature of dickishness is not my current prerogative. But a few people will kick your home into the ground when you're down.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
He's just smiling, which is honestly not that comforting.
It sounds like it came from personal experience, and if you do need a home, I can see what's left after Leo's officers are kicked out of, or the homes that they were in were reestablished, if you'd like one here.
Do you have a property deed with a mountain?
You're about 20 miles away from the mountain range.
I have one with a view of the mountain range.
And make a volcano. Wait, is that a no-no?
Did you say make a volcano?
Yes.
Not in the town.
Phooey.
It's going to be difficult enough to be welcomed with open arms, considering what I am now. Don't think a volcano is going to blow over very well.
You know, dragons aren't usually scapegoats. That could work.
But while we're here, Imperial, I was hoping there's one place in the estate that I haven't ever been to. I don't know what it's going to be like getting there. I might need help. And that is the chamber where we kept Sarah.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna guess Earth.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, lead the way. I have about 3 things I can do to a door that don't involve blowing up a house along with it.
That phrasing,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I've
What?
got about 3 things I could do to a door.
That's true.
All right.
Alrighty.
And who knows, there might be a horde at the end of it that would have something in it for you.
You know, I know that's bait,
It might be.
but I like it.
I feel like we're getting to know each other.
So, the 2 of you make your way into the basement. Reagan, going through the obstacle course that is very simple for you to handle now. Moving over to the back wall with the hidden compartment and panel to push upon, to open wide and allow you both to walk through. As you begin stepping through, I need both of you to roll me nature checks.
Will this be at disadvantage because of my exhaustion?
You're exhausted currently?
You resisted.
Because I resisted.
Oh yeah, you're still exhausted, yeah.
Okay.
You have just as good of a chance as I have.
Dirty 20. Imperial, you notice nothing. Reagan, however,
Yes, nature.
this is the most natural of nature. This air down here and the small little bits of fungal growth in the corners remind you very, very heavily of the Feywild.
I guess they haven't cleaned this place.
And the 2 of you begin walking down the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Moving down the hallway. She's actually still fighting in the army, so, you know, or playing with the army. But yeah.
Just imagine Imperial has a, like, he went to the army outpost, gave perfect instructions on how to not die.
There, I contributed. Just
It's like,
It's like
if the dragon says bow, bow.
it's like Imperial just sets loose like a nuclear bomb in the middle of like.
It's less set loose and more give my active consent. It's gonna happen either way.
yeah.
Mhm.
But anyways, as you are moving through here, Reagan, you breathe in the air and exhale where it is frosty on the breath. It comes out with a puff of little bit of visible smoke, and you do take note of the growing thick fungus in the corners that glow very faintly as you feel like you recognize this place. I need you to give me a survival check, Reagan.
Okay. I'm gonna use my game inspiration to have a normal roll on it.
Very well. You're tracking through this underground maze of sorts. Moving through it at a very slow and cautious pace. Trying your best to avoid any of the traps that may lay down here. And shockingly, the 2 of you have not crossed any traps within the past half hour. And then within the first hour. And then 2 hours. Imperial, you're starting to feel very cold.
What is this bullshit?
Your cold-blooded nature does not like this temperature in your environment. I need you to give me a con save. Imperial's getting very sleepy.
Reptilian nature. Biting me in the ass.
That's not very normal, Imperial. At all.
Do you need a torch or something to warm up with?
You see Imperial, like, looks to the side at you, one eye kind of drooping. What?
You're kind of shivering a little.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if a prestidigitation can warm my clothes up a bit for now.
Alright. It helps a little for a few seconds, but it's not something that you can last with.
Give me a torch. I'm gonna mess with
Megan
it.
will pull one out and hand one over.
I'm going to just have the torch and expand it with control flame.
Alrighty.
I have a bonfire for a torch. Here's it in chat if it matters. And like that, I set off the fucking fungus, didn't I?
Not exactly.
Okay. Wait.
The fungus begins shriveling and shrinking away from the flames. The area around you starts heating up immensely. Very immensely. And as the fungus fades away, little bulbous mushrooms grow. And spore is released from them. I need both of you to give me Constitution saving throws.
I'm gonna roll with advantage. Let's fuck those things.
Do I?
Reagan, you are immune to the effect.
Okay.
19.
Imperial falls asleep.
Shit.
Body collapses to the ground. As you kind of cough this essence, and you feel a little tired, but it doesn't affect you. You're immune to being magically put to sleep.
Is there a way that I could drag him?
Sure.
Elven trap.
You grab his foot and start dragging him.
Okay. I didn't know if he was like going to be super heavy. I mean,
Oh,
he's not...
Imperial's not that. No, he's pretty lanky. In the
Okay.
party, he's probably the second lightest behind Lucian. And the only reason you're heavier than Lucian is because you have body mass. You're strong and fit.
Right.
Lucian's missing an entire limb, so you know he's a little less.
Right. It's like a quarter off.
Yeah, something. All those books, man. And as you are dragging his body, you begin hearing a loud clacking of shoes against cobble.
You know, I want to say something real quick. I feel like Imperial's kind of like constantly contracting his body parts back into under his robes, and as soon as he like loses consciousness,
Reagan will stop dragging him and hide behind a corner with the family sword ready.
and just leaving Imperial out in the middle of nowhere.
All right, roll a stealth check.
You're bait. Sorry.
Disadvantage, Reagan.
Good thing I have a plus 13.
Roll again.
Advantage.
Oh, that's...
Disadvantage.
I know. I had it changed it to normal because I was thinking about the other thing, but...
23.
Yeah.
You hide up on the ceiling, climbing up a little bit and kind of tucking yourself in behind one of the walls that protrude a little bit further out than the rest.
Like an arch.
Yes. And you hear footsteps still continuing. Towards you. And when you look down, you see an individual, sweated, wearing a long flowing black dress with a white underblouse and tightly pulled back blonde hair, looking down at Imperial's body. You recognize her immediately. It is Luna.
Oh, I haven't met her. Stay hidden.
And as you kind of look down at her, you do see that she has... Her usually very well-composed hair is a little disheveled right now. She has sweat through her blouse incredibly. She took off the overblouse and is now just wearing the bottom one. And her eyes are bloodshot.
Fuck. Reagan's gonna wait as patiently as possible to see what she's doing. She's gonna try and figure out if she's...
Okay. Now, Reagan, I have to ask you, do you have non-detection on you in any way?
I do not.
You see her eyes flare with magic. And her attention immediately draws up towards you. You.
Is that her?
Come here now. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Reagan.
Saves aren't at disadvantage.
No, they are not. Your saves are still good. Keep that in mind. But 28, regardless, is successful. You feel almost compelled by that word to head towards her, but you manage to still yourself.
You're in my home.
Yes, I am.
What do you want here?
The same thing I've always wanted. Out. I tracked you down. I found out through many Fae where their portal leads into that world. I have to say, those tricksters are very fond of your family and were difficult to break. Where is the angel?
I don't know.
Don't you lie to me, child.
And I'm not a child.
She raises her hand above Imperial's head as you notice a large blue glowing orb appears that turns and swiftly circles into a black orb. Where is she?
I don't know.
Imperial, I need you to give me a con save.
She's not lying. She doesn't know exactly where she is.
She's not in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, no, I was gonna save that. Tell me, is it over 100 damage?
No. Probably not. I have to roll.
Yeah, God, you're gonna kill me while I'm unconscious again. Gabby, I don't have a face. Fix it.
That is 58 points of force damage. As you notice this giant orb being pushed down on top of Imperial, the back of his robes beginning to be sucked in and ripped apart just from being in proximity to it.
Oh, great. My fucking armor is destroyed now.
Alright. She's gonna try and...
Magical armor, by the way, so I'm fucking pissed.
Oh no, your
Jump.
armor isn't destroyed. Your robes are being like, it's just flavor. It doesn't destroy magic
Okay, great.
that easily.
Reagan's
Okay,
gonna try
not
and
that good.
jump between Imperial and Luna.
Do you remember this orb from last time?
Orb of Annihilation, or something of the similar lines.
Right.
It is a condensed black fucking hole.
Yes, I remember, but I was gonna use shift to get her away
Oh.
from Imperial.
Oh, we lost-
Con.
Huh?
Yeah, we lost Khan.
No, he said in chat he had to go.
Oh. I'll fix cameras really quickly.
Yeah, he was on his phone, so it's probably a family
Yeah,
matter.
it's fine. We will adapt and overcome.
Modern problems require modern solutions. They can also kind of be solved by Doggo.
So Reagan, you jump over there trying to separate the two of them. However, she holds the orb up to you, and your instinct tells you to recoil away from it. You're different. You're faster.
She'll put away the sword and pull out the bow.
I need the angel.
That doesn't matter to me.
It probably should, seeing as you were dragging this husk around. You can fire upon me and you know what will happen. You cannot kill me. That is a curse that I have. But this one, oh, this one can die very easily. In fact, so can you. If I'm correct, based off of that bloodlust that you have in your eye, that aggression you hold in your stance, and that paleness that you previously did not possess, you can die very easily as well. No one needs to fall here. I don't care for you or this person. I need to speak with the angel.
Then walk out of here. I'm sure you have enough resources to find her, but I'm not giving you that information, even if I did know.
So you concede that I'm allowed to kill the two of you.
No, I'm saying that you walk away. And we're done here.
Roll intimidation, Reagan.
Inspiration. Last of my strength. Thumbs up.
Imperial goes, don't let me die.
God, I'm scared. I don't wanna.
Somebody should have fucking.
Fuck!
Is there such a thing as failing forward?
In rare situations, however. Now she begins walking away from Imperial's husk, still holding that orb, but now walking towards you, Reagan. Do you understand how long I've been trapped in that 30-foot room? How long I have to live with the same torrents and cries that only a mother can know? And you think that you are going to be the person who can get in my way?
I just told you to go.
I need the angel. I need to speak with her. And you are friends with her. You can
Doesn't
find
mean
her.
I know where she always is.
But you know how to find her.
No, I don't.
So you are useless. She starts moving the orb up towards you.
I'm gonna take my shots at her.
Roll me initiative, please.
For the love of God, get me back up.
Alright, let me get her token real quick. Not that big. Imperial, you can roll initiative as well.
Cool.
So, you recoil backwards, attempting to take shots at her. However, before that moment happens, she raises this orb and thrusts it towards you directly. I need you to give me a con save, Reagan.
Okay, normal.
$16. That is still a failure. That'll be 48 points of force damage as the orb starts ripping against you and she begins thrusting it forward. Tell me who can take me to her. Reagan, it is now your turn.
Alright, we are gonna go for 2 arrows.
$21 will hit.
Okay.
What's that
for
extra? What's the extra 5 for?
If it's above the first.
Yeah, if it's above us, the
First
long
range
distance.
interval. Okay, so it's just 12.
Yeah. The 12. Okay.
Okay.
You gave her the long shot bow.
Yep.
What? Sorry, stroke.
The arrow sinks into her shoulder and she just rips it and slams it down.
By the way, thank you,
Alright.
Lucian.
And then another one.
23 hits for an additional 10.
And How far away am I from her?
About 10 feet. She's holding the orb between you and her.
So, can I go around the orb, or will that cause more damage to me?
If you try moving past her, it'll be a con save because you have to move closer to the orb.
Well, if I I'm trying to scoot around it to go for the Omnom strike.
It's not that very large of a corridor, so if you try moving around it, you are going to be grazing against it. The orb is a very wide object.
Yeah, could I climb?
Sure, but you still would have to go over the orb to get to her. It's a 5-foot cube around everything, and it's dead centered. You don't have a lot of space for mobility. Yeah.
Key point patient defense.
Okay. Let me see. Imperial, you're starting to come back to consciousness, and you look up at this terrifying, disheveled-looking woman who's controlling a sphere of annihilation and aiming it at Reagan. You're only semi-conscious, but it's at the end of your turn that you fully wake up.
Can I just say, what the fuck?
She's fucking psycho!
Luna looks back at you, Imperial. Tell me where the angel is, and you both live. She looks no longer in her right frame of mind.
Again, droopy-eyed Imperial.
You say nothing, Imperial?
I have my 4 words, and I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about?
She's going to thrust the orb at Reagan again. Reagan, con save.
No offense, I am happy that that is the target.
Yeah. You are successful this time. So that'll be 46 halved to 23. Reagan, it's your turn.
Jesus Christ, Raven. It's a bonus action for me to take a potion.
Yeah.
Okay, potion of supreme healing.
Okay, that's the good one. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. What is the... How much is it for?
The supreme healing is 10d4 plus 20.
$34.
Oh.
Yeah.
The dice,
So many
dice want
ones.
you to die.
See, that's why you need the alcoholic feat from Taldore, so you get to get real bonuses. Action.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my 55 feet to back up.
Okay.
2 more shots.
Yeah, Lucian, that's probably what happened. Pew pew! 29 hits for 10. Imperial, from your position on the ground, You see her getting hit by these arrows, and she is bleeding, but she seems very not bothered by them. Uh, 17 will be a miss. The other arrow shoots.
I don't say so.
All right, try again. Yeah.
Because I've got several things that
Yep.
will let me reroll
Just
that.
keep trying until you hit. 20 will be a hit though for 14.
Okay. I was like, I've got elven accuracy and the and unerring accuracy, so.
So you back away as far as what the fuck will allow you.
Mm-hmm.
All done? Imperial.
And I'll just be like, Imperial, unload on this bitch.
Imperial.
Hi.
Hi.
The Sphere of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Do I know that in character?
If you want to use your action as an Arcana check to find out, because you've never encountered it before, so.
This looks like magic, doesn't it?
Oh, it's clearly magic.
I'm just gonna look at it like, wait, what? Gonna look at my like robes and like, you motherfucker. All right, time to see what that does. And I'm going to upcast Dispel Magic.
At what level?
9th.
That'll do it. Will it?
9th level.
Hmm.
This is like grand tier magic for an adventurer.
She is going to attempt to counterspell. She counterspells your Dispel Magic. As you try forcing your aura towards it, her attention snaps back towards you, and you see the rage in her eyes as she goes, "No!" And your forceful nature is suppressed by her anger. She
This is what
wants
it
this
feels like.
ball more than you want it gone.
Imperial's gonna get up.
Yeah.
It's gonna look back and it's just going to. So I know what you're thinking. Bye. And I'm gonna run.
Okay, so half your movement speed to stand up. 15 feet
Yeah.
down the corridor.
And I'm going to. Oh god. What can I do as a bonus action that'll get me out of here?
If you are closer to Reagan, inspire.
How far away is Reagan?
Way further than 60 feet.
Cool.
Well, I would remind you that Misty Step augment is in the glove.
Oh yeah, you gave that back. Does the
Along with
augment count as casting a
Hizzy
spell?
slapped her.
It counts as casting a spell, but it doesn't count as you casting the spell. It's the augment that does it.
So I can use that regardless of me already casting Dispel Magic?
Yes. Since it's not
Alright.
you, it's the glove.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm gonna not Dispel Magic, whoops. And
Misty
I'm gonna
Step.
Misty Step as far as I can go.
Okay. You Misty Step as far as you possibly can. Reagan, you being the only person in sight, she takes the orb and shoves it behind herself as it starts roaming around of its own accord. As she looks down the corridor at you and raises her hands, and she is going to shoot 3 beams of light at you.
Would these be considered projectiles?
Yes, they would. Would you like to catch the first one? That hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your monk shit, because we have to consider if you actually don't stop all the damage. You stop all the damage of the first one. The second one's a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That'll be... That'll be 13 points of force damage. Your base movement speed decreases by 10, and you are drugged 10 feet closer to her. And then her third shot. Oh, that's a crit. $23 points of force damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she just starts walking down the corridor closer towards you. Well, if you don't know where she is, I suppose she'll just have to come here and find you. Reagan, your turn. Your base movement speed is down 10, and you are drugged 10 feet closer.
Okay, so 45. 10 feet closer to her.
Mm-hmm. And she just moved 30 feet up to you.
Okay, and Spheres of Annihilation is behind her.
Yeah, it's rolling down the corridor after Imperial.
I'm gonna go in for Omnom Bite.
Go for it. $18 hits. For 12
Okay.
bludgeoning. Your teeth sink into her, and... No, this is necrotic damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't seem very effective against her. So that's only 12 damage, or 6 damage, and you heal for half of that, 3.
Okay. And then, out comes the family sword
Very well.
for 2 strikes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that hits.
I'm actually let's go for a stunning strike on that one.
Okay. What's your DC? 16?
Yeah.
She's fine.
Okay. And then can I say that was a death strike, or do I have to say it beforehand?
You have to say death strike after you hit, so you can add it on now.
Okay, so it'll be a D10. Fucking ones.
1.
That's not that bad.
That's more damage.
You still have your bonus action.
Well, the bonus was the bite, so we're gonna go for another
Sword. Okay, gotcha.
another sword.
That absolutely hits for another 16.
And we're gonna go for another. We're gonna try for the stunning strike again. Reagan's pissed. You're in my house.
You're successful. There's
Oh, yeah,
one
that's legendary.
roll. No. There's one roll that she can have where she would actually be stunned with a DC 16, and that's a 1.
The curse of the ones has been transferred.
Wait, hold on. She has a plus 15 or a plus 14.
Or bigger. Have you seen
Alright.
her hit points? Like...
Fair.
So
So,
she's... You slam into her and cause her to, like, grab her head and sway from side to side, but I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yes, but she's stunned.
She is stunned. Imperial! You teleported away, and you're running. And as you look behind you, the sphere is chasing after you.
Do I see Luna?
Imperial, she's stunned.
You hear that, but there's kind of a sphere of annihilation between you and her.
All right, I'm gonna look back. It's a straight line.
More or less, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hope for a dimension door here.
You dimension door over there?
Yep.
Okay. Boop, boop. Do you want to be next to Reagan, behind Luna?
Behind her.
Okay. Boop, boop.
Oh, behind Reagan.
Oh, okay.
Use the monk as the meat shield. Gotcha.
Listen,
Hey.
he is one power word kill away from dying at all times.
Oh, I know.
Bonus action. Inspire Reagan.
What do you say?
Oh, thank God you did something.
So nice, so nice. Luna
And I'm
is
giving you a thumbs up.
Luna is stunned, and the sphere continues traveling that way. Reagan, your turn.
All right, we are taking full advantage
Literally,
of this.
that hits.
Let me see Death Strike real quick.
Oh,
think
wrong
it's
direction.
only-
Wrong direction.
Once on each of your turns. Okay, so I'm gonna do
Is
that
going this
again.
way or that way?
So additional 8 points of damage.
Illuminati.
Additional 8. Not bad, not bad.
That's like before level 17 Death Strike max damage.
That also hits. Another 17.
And does she have a focus, a magical focus?
What's your passive?
19.
The magic she's been casting seems to come from a little bracelet around her wrist that is a chain.
I'm going to do an unarmed strike with flurry of blows and try to do disarming attack and take it.
Can your disarming attack disarm items they're wearing? Because I think it's only weapons or things they are carrying. There is a difference between
Oh, it's
carrying.
holding, yes.
Yeah, she's wearing it, unfortunately.
Gotcha. So, well, we're gonna do flurry of blows.
I still have my inspiration.
Well, because it would be an action to try and take it, wouldn't it?
I would say it would be a opposed athletics to try to rip that off of her.
So
As an
for
action.
an action.
Yeah.
As an action.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and just real quick about the Omnom strike. If I bite, do I get additional health back, or is it?
It's temp
it's-
HP.
So if I, well, I mean, like if I were to bite, would it add to what I did before, or would it replace it?
What?
Temporary hit points gets replaced by the higher number.
Yeah. That's all.
Okay.
So say you
Um,
had 6, got dealt 3 damage, and then had the opportunity to get 6 again.
Okay,
not
so
like-
like if I were to, yeah, okay, that makes sense because I thought if it added, I was going to go for another one, but if it's just replacing, then I'll
You can choose
just
to
do
replace
fl-
it.
we'll just do flurry of blows. Just kicks to the face. Reagan's mad.
23 hits.
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So that's 20. She's officially hurt. All done?
And Reagan just be like, I told you to leave.
Now she's back to consciousness. Imperial.
Hi. This is highly improper of me, but I'm going to upcast Chromatic Orb, dealing fire damage up to level 8. At Luna.
Okay. Yeah, she's not gonna counterspell that.
And it turns out she's immune, and I wasted a level 8.
No, it turns out she's a tank and doesn't care about that.
That's level 9, slightly off.
Yeah. Wait, you casted it at level 9?
8.
This is level 8?
Yep.
Oh, that's good damage. And you said fire?
Yeah.
Okay, 666.
It's the one that...
666, sorry.
Yeah, no, you know, I kind of did spend my entire money on a fire augment.
2, 4.
That's 46.
Yep. I'm doing the math. All done?
They just double checking. And, I really should get more bonus action spells. Or, you know, things to do with a bonus action other than... Wait, is it an action or a bonus action? I'm going to call my Hound of Ill Omen behind Luna.
Your hand of what?
Hound of Ill Omen.
Oh, puppy.
Puppy!
What is it? It's a hellhound?
It's a dire wolf considered a monstrosity, so...
Alright, go ahead and
It's
put
a
it on the
shadow
map.
wolf.
I gave you one, right?
She'll take Elias as a placeholder.
No, that's way too scary.
Hey,
Here you go, direwolf.
there you go. Look at him.
Puppy.
I think he has 3 eyes.
Sure. Go ahead and draw it on.
I'm not quite sure. It just looks like the other eye is on his forehead.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I just need to roll initiative for it.
Okay.
Just assign me a direwolf sheet.
Yeah.
I'll handle it from there. Look at it. I require an actual puppy to offset this image.
I will send you a photo of the sleeping one next to me.
Cunning strategy did not work.
I can't assign you the sheet because for some reason the sheet's not loading. It's Dex 2.
There.
Dex 2.
Oh, Dex 2, thank you.
Yeah.
So, just a 5.
Okay. That means it actually would have gone after you.
Oh, cool.
Yep. What does it do?
It can attack the target.
Yep.
A direwolf bite. A d20 at a +5.
Alrighty.
7.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the target also has disadvantage against spell saves.
Oh, nice. All done?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Luna is going to raise her hand, and you see that this bluish glow envelops her body and begins slowly tightening up all of her wounds.
Probably doesn't matter.
Okay. She heals considerably. And then she raises her hands. She will come here for the two of you. She brings her hands together and begins casting a spell.
Is this an attack roll?
No, it's a spell.
No. Is it like a spell to hit?
No,
It's a spell save?
no. I'm
I
not
need to
telling you
know-
what it is. She's bringing her hands together and casting a spell. Does the spell
Yes.
go off?
I don't have anything to stop it. I never picked up counterspell.
Very well. A 20-foot iron box appears around the three of you and seals you all inside. As she smiles. And she walks right up to you, Reagan.
Did it appear on me?
It's around the three of you.
Oh, it's a death match now, is it?
Reagan will just stare at her.
No, none of my PCs hate dogs. That's canon. She just doesn't want to have to fight the dog. So
Can't it move through shit?
Just can't. That's to say if it doesn't stop, like...
magic and other choice things, sure.
It's kind of like ghostly movement.
Sure. Reagan, it's your
I'm
turn.
just- Okay.
I'm going after that. Focus.
Opposed athletics.
Inspiration, by the way. A D10.
And is that considered a skill?
Yes, it is. Roll your D10. If you choose to use it on this, okay? 11.
Yeah. 11.
She wins. 11 was not high enough.
Hmm.
You try ripping it off her hand and she pulls it back. No, you can't have that. She looks very worried and kind of like hides it to herself.
Well, we're gonna go with flurry of blows and pop her in the head twice.
Bop, bop. Oh yeah, that hits.
Stun her.
Yeah, I'm gonna try for stunning again.
Okay. Yeah, that's me. Jesus fuck, she's stunned.
Oh my god, yes!
Oh, Jesus,
I'm
Luna!
just-
Luna!
Alright. And then I'm gonna look at Imperial and be like, get that shit. And like, I'm gonna pop her again.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not
you
a
have
disadvantage.
advantage. Yeah, that hits for another 17.
And I'm gonna use another Death Strike.
Sure. You're getting a little low on those, right?
No, they're free.
Oh yeah.
No, Death Strike's not.
No, wait, yeah, they're key point.
They're one, yeah. I'm at like 9 still. Straight up monk though.
Oh, damn. Yes. Yes.
All right, and that'll end it for me.
Alrighty, for an extra 3.
Yep.
Alrighty. Imperial.
I'm gonna say to Reagan, grab the focus. And I'm going to hold my action for polymorph into a toad on Luna.
Oh.
Until, if Reagan manages to grab it off, either way, I'm going to attempt to transform her into a toad.
Okay.
Also, my direwolf moves within 3 feet of her.
The direwolf cannot pass through this cage.
Is the cage within 5 feet of the direwolf?
Yes.
Is she within 5 feet of the direwolf?
Yes.
Then the aura of disadvantage on my spell still works.
That works, yes. But the wolf tries phasing through the cage and it can't.
Oh, that's fucked.
Bork, 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 bork.
Yes.
Bork, 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 bork. Luna does nothing. Reagan.
I'm gonna take out that longsword of sharpness,
Yeah, it's sharp.
and I'm gonna try to use that to cut the focus.
So you're attacking the focus.
I
Or
feel
if
like
I
we're
just
just gonna
change it
make her angrier.
Keep in mind,
Well, I was
it
gonna
is a
try and-
magical focus, so you're not going to destroy it. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to just take it off of her.
Okay. Opposed athletics. She has disadvantage because stun. Oh wait, she's incapacitated, isn't she?
I
Jeez.
think.
Let me read stun.
It's also a bit too late to retroactively give inspiration, is it?
Yeah, it is. The stunned creature is incapacitated. Automatically fails strength and dex saves. But this is not a save, it's a check. So can't attack or use reactions. So yes, she still gets to make her normal check against you, even though she is stunned. Please roll. Athletics disadvantage. Sorry. It does not work. Why would it be a straight roll? She's exhausted.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Reagan, you have your bonus action now. You know one thing you can do. Beat the shit out of her with advantage.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
Yeah, kick her in the balls. That'll yeah. She's got bigger ones than Lucifon, so.
Lucifon, your wife is beating the shit out of us.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for
Do something.
another strike here.
Yeah, that hits. All done?
Yep, that's it for me.
Now she's no longer stunned, Imperial. Imperial, you're muted.
Oh, I've been trying to scream at people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've been trying to say, like, this thing goes off before her turn ends.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, cool.
So, charisma save?
At disadvantage. The DC is 20, by the way.
DC of 20, she is still successful. She is a charisma-based caster, so she's pretty fucking good at that.
I think Lucian's right, isn't it?
Alright.
Wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Hold on.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
It's wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, cool, because that's a difference of 6. She failed. She's now a toad.
Yay!
Ribbit. Drops down into toad.
Can a person? Yeah, of course. Like, polymorph. You literally are concentrating on polymorph while polymorphed.
Yep. Ribbit.
All right.
Imperial, what happens next?
An hour of silence.
Actually, I need one of you or both of you to roll me athletics check to try to catch a toad, as she is going to try to suicide toad.
Can I do it as acrobatics?
Sure, but it'll be able to do it. Well, it's still
Can I
gonna
cast a
use
spell?
strength. What?
Hold monster.
It's concentration.
It is. Therefore, I shall instead attempt an acrobatic or athletics.
It's athletics to try to catch the toad. Luckily, she rolled pretty shit. I said athletics, but regardless, Imperial catches it.
Okay. I thought you said acrobat.
I thought of it, but it's athletics to catch a toad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I've tried frog gigging. I've tried catching toads. It's hefty work. You don't cartwheel to catch it, you know.
True.
But anyways, for the next hour, you all have some peace and fucking quiet, trying to figure out what's going on, and wondering when it will be a good opportunity to try to escape, with the two of you stuck inside of this large cage that seemed to grow out of nowhere.
Can I take a short rest?
Sure. But Imperial will have to stay vigilant to hold the toad.
Imperial,
I'm just gonna talk to her. Luna, I Toda.
All right. What's your AC, Imperial?
17.
Okay. Shockingly, the toad's tongue slaps you in the eye for 2 points of damage. Give me a con save.
I swear to God. I was gonna say, can I roll that? Then I remembered I'm not Monarch.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You know what, guys? We're coming back next week with all of this. I'm sorry. This fight is too much of a shit show.
This is why you don't let me and Reagan off.
I don't control it. I just know that Luna's been hunting Reagan.
Oh, she has.
Yeah.
Before I retroactively get
Licked in the eyeball.
slap. I was gonna say base slap, but that also works. Can I ask Reagan who the fuck this is?
Reagan, you're not short resting. This happened almost immediately, so don't add those hit points.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
I'll
back
allow you
now.
guys to have a short conversation about who she is, but this is where we are calling the stream. We will be back again next week, everybody. I'm sorry. Players, thank you for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope everybody had an interesting time at least. See you around.